Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be working on week 17 of the Margarete Miller challenge. So we're going to start off with something ornate. So I've got this frame of this guy, definitely ornate around him. And I got this little extra piece for it. And as well as these butterflies in a tub that's kind of ornate. So I'm not sure which ones I'll use, but I've got some choices. Next is a bottle of glass, and I love these amber colored cure-all kind of glasses. Herb or fragrant plant, I've got, looks like a lilac. And a line from a poem or music, I've got the songs. A ribbon, I thought these colors went great with the bottles. Labels, I've got two of them. One for soap, one for perfume. And that is it, so we're going to start. I hope your day's going well. I definitely love doing these. So let's see how this goes. Problem is a lot of the things I picked really didn't seem to go well together. They didn't really have too much cohesion in the beginning. So it's kind of hard to figure out where to put them. And there were a lot of square rectangle shapes. So a little bit hard to get laid out. So it takes me a minute to figure out where to put these. If you haven't watched my Margarete Miller challenge before, I do record these. We have a craft night with my mom and sister, so I do the voiceover after the fact, because we were just sitting and chatting while we do these. All right. I'm okay with it, so I'm going to just start gluing this stuff down and see kind of like where the wind takes me, as they say. And I decide that a little too much white there. And I'm not going to be inking anything because most of the stuff is pictures or stickers that just don't really need to be inked. So alright, so we'll glue down a line from a song. It actually ended up being 2 lines, but I thought it was kind of fun where it says where is something about where is my party. So I thought it was kind of interesting with the bottles. Where's my party? Alright, so the stickers that I found, like this ornate guy and the butterfly and the lilac, I got from the those antiquarian sticker books. I usually put glue on the back of them because the stickers tend to peel up. So give a little extra glue just to make sure they stay down. So I ended up picking this one out of the book. One, because it was very ornate, and two, I figured I would never actually ever use it anywhere else. It's kind of weird. The guy's holding like an eyeball on a picture or something too, so it's kind of weird. Alright, so we get these cure-all kind of bottles up. I really thought they were pretty. I love the amber color of the bottle. It was really how I started the layout when I was finding stuff, things that would go with those warm colors. Alright, it seems to have found its home on there. Well, that's good. We just got to find a place to put these flowers because they just, like I said before, they're just very disjointed. You know, what does a flower have to do with the label and with the glass, and yeah, just disjointed. So alright, so I got this little extra ornate kind of obelisk statue kind of thing. It had some great colors that went with the bottles, so I figured I'd stick it by the bottles. Kind of has the shape of the bottle too, so kind of tied that in. Alright, so need to put a little ribbon on it. I probably should have ended up picking a different ribbon. I really like the colors of this, but it's kind of an organza, and the glue pretty much went through it, and it sort of had not really a wired edge, but definitely a stiffer edge, so it really was not sticking down very well. And I don't bring my art glitter glue with me when we craft for this. I just have the stick glue, so I didn't have that opportunity to be able to stick that down. And then, as I said, it feels like there's wire on the edge, so I was going to try to pull the wire out thinking it was stiff, and that's not the case. The wire was not coming out, so I had to re-glue it. So it's quite the goopy mess. And luckily, even though we're using the blue glue, it does end up drying clear, so I don't get to have that color out there. Alright, so even though you think one ribbon would be enough for this mess, I decided to put some more on there. But even though it was hard to work with, I just thought it needed some sort of anchoring at the bottom with those same color tie-in with the ambers and the golds and the greens. So in the end, all these colors really did tie together. So I wasn't as disappointed with it as I thought I was when I was trying to lay them down the first time. Yeah. Alright, so I decided that there's a big open space down there, so I'm going to look for another item to stick on the page. So I have a botanical book where I found the lilac flower, so I was trying to find, there was a smaller version on the page, but I can't seem to find it, so I think I'm just going to try to keep looking until I find something else that's fragrant and go with that. And I find a rose, or what I think is a rose. Could be a different flower, but I'm going to call it a rose. I like the colors on it. It has the same kind of color as the perfume label, that kind of peachy color, and so I'm going to go with it. So we are going to put the rose down for another part of the fragrant plant. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And it's quite the gooby mess. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that seems to be a little bit more balanced to me. And a pretty flower. Yeah, okay. Get rid of the goopy paper. Make sure everything is sitting down, because there's some pieces of that ribbon wanting to stick up, but we'll take care of it. So, Alright, the final thing that I do is I usually find a Tim Holtz label to put on all of them that tie together. And this one said something about a flower. Sorry if I can remember what it was. The flower appears. The flowers appear on the earth, I think it says. On the something. The flowers appear. Yeah, I don't remember what it says. Okay, so double checking we got everything. So we got something ornate. We got that and that. We need the bottle or glass. We have that. Something fragrant plants. The lilac. And then now the rose I added. Line from a poem or song. It's kind of hidden behind everything. The ribbon, I've got it 2 spots. And the bonus label. Okay. So when I finish my Margarete Miller challenge, I'll always glue the prompt onto the back. And then I will add some items that I had pulled but ended up not using on the front. I'll end up putting it on the back. So it's kind of like a mini collage. Sometimes I end up with all 6 prompts. Sometimes I just have a couple. So this one I have this cute butterfly sitting in a tub, ornate tub. And then I've got my soap label that I didn't use. Colors still work together. The red butterfly with that, so that works. Okay. There we go. That's all we need. 2 things. Wasn't about to stick anything else down, especially that ribbon again. I don't want to do that. So, all right. Well, that is going to be it for this week. Thanks for stopping by and watching me work. And I hope you enjoyed. And if you haven't tried the Margarete Miller Challenge, I would do it. Thanks again. Have a great day.